Ukraine medics use drones for 6 rescue missions in one day. Ukraine's First Separate Medical Battalion said it completed 6 successful casualty evacuation missions in a single day using unmanned ground vehicles. The battalion said the missions were carried out over a 24-hour period and focused on extracting wounded troops from combat positions under constant pressure from Russian first-person view attack drones. In a statement cited by Ukrainian defense outlet Obronka, the unit described a day of close coordination with nearby units, careful route planning, and continuous remote monitoring of the wounded throughout each evacuation. A day of concentration, constant interaction with adjacent units. Careful route planning. A day of constant remote monitoring of the condition of the wounded. A day of racing against enemy FPV drones, the battalion said. According to the unit, the robotic platforms made 6 trips to retrieve casualties and successfully returned each time. The wounded were then handed over to medical evacuation crews for transfer to surgical teams within the First Separate Medical Battalion for further treatment. The battalion said 2 robotic ground systems covered a combined 300 kilometers, about 186 miles, during the missions. It did not identify the type of unmanned vehicle used, but the distance traveled and number of sorties point to a growing reliance on robotic evacuation methods in sectors where conventional vehicles face constant risk from drones. 6 successful missions, the result of which is saved lives. People who will be able to return home to their families, the battalion said. The operation offers a clear example of how battlefield medicine is changing in Ukraine's war. Reaching wounded soldiers near the line of contact has become increasingly dangerous, as FPV drones are used not only to strike fighting positions, but also to hunt vehicles moving along supply and evacuation routes. Using unmanned ground vehicles allows medics and drivers to stay farther from the most dangerous areas while still maintaining a rapid evacuation chain. Instead of sending a crewed ambulance or armored vehicle into a drone-watch zone, operators can guide the platform remotely and bring the wounded back to a safer transfer point. These systems, commonly referred to in Ukraine as ground robotic complexes, are typically remote-controlled wheeled or tracked vehicles built to move across damaged roads, cratered terrain, and debris-strewn routes close to the front. In addition to casualty evacuation, they are increasingly being used to carry ammunition, supplies, and other essential equipment. The First Separate Medical Battalion has previously reported similar missions involving robotic platforms. In an earlier operation cited by Ukrainian media, the battalion worked with fighters from the Libertas Battalion over 2 days to evacuate a critically wounded soldier from the Kostantinivka area while under repeated FPV drone attacks. That mission continued despite the loss of an armored vehicle and 1 robot. The battalion has also used the same approach in medical emergencies, not directly caused by combat wounds. In another previously reported case, it evacuated a Ukrainian infantryman suspected of suffering a stroke while on position using a ground robotic system.